Yehi Ratzon, Parshat Tezaveh 5779, the limud shebel refuat kol hacholim, ובתוכם תניא בת הודו מרגלית, יוסף יאיר ben אביב וחווה, רב סימה ben סימה, בתוך כל שאר חולי ישראל. Baruch Hashem, we're entering into the second parsha of the Mishkan. And one of the things that stands out so clearly in the Mishkan is how organized it is. It's very, very organized in the idea that it starts from inside the Kodesh Kodashim, the Aron, and then it goes out to the Mizbeach, to the Shulchan and the Menorah, and then it goes out more into the Mizbeach. So it built the vessels of the Mishkan, from the inside vessel, which is the Aron, to the middle vessels, which is the Menorah and the Shulchan, to the outside vessel, which is the Mizbeach. There's a problem. It's so organized, but there's one missing vessel. And any of you want to see this inside, you can open up the Torah, look in Perek Kaf Hey, you'll find the Aron, you'll find the Shulchan, you'll find the Menorah. No Mizbeach. The inner Mizbeach is gone. And you'll find it after everything in Perek Lamed Pasuk Aleph at the end of Tezaveh. And so the Ramban and Rashi and all the Chevra, they sit around and they say, what in the world happens? Why is the Mizbeach that should have been written with the Shulchan and the Menorah, why was it removed? Why is it all by itself? And so the Ramban has such an amazing, profound, transformative answer. And he says that you have to understand that in life there are two goals. One of them is to remove problems. But there's another one which is called to create new lights. The Ramban is, in his interpretation, the entire Mishkan is a reaction to the most painful experience, or one of the most painful experiences in Jewish history. Chet HaEgel is where we had everything and lost it all. Hashem was there, we were united, we were together, everything was there, and immediately after, Moshe Rabbeinu takes the Luchot and shatters them. And by shattering them, what he's saying is, it's all gone, it's all broken. Obviously, we'll rebuild. But the shattering experience is Moshe Rabbeinu breaking in the understanding that we reach such a low level, and the Mishkan is a reaction. And so everything about the Mishkan was about how do we rebuild? How do we remove the pain? How do we deal with the cut? How do we stitch it back together? How do we go back to Hashem? But says the Ramban, you have to understand that was one goal, but there was another. The other goal was called the Mizbeach of inside, which was removed. The inner Mizbeach was giving a new message to the Mishkan. A message that wasn't about Chet HaEgel, and it wasn't about the problem, and it wasn't about the disease, and it wasn't about the sickness, and it wasn't about the pain, and it wasn't about the depression, and it wasn't about the sadness, and it wasn't about everything that broke at Chet HaEgel. It was about saying that fixing that is not enough. The Aron fixed that, and the Menorah fixed that, and the Shulchan fixed that, and the Mizbeach outside fixed that, and that's a whole other shir. How did they fix Chet HaEgel? And we could get into that. But says the Ramban, the inner Mizbeach was moved away because it had a different goal. And the goal of the inner Mizbeach was linked to the idea of incense. It had a smell. And if you look back at the first sin of Adam HaRishon, every piece of the head of a person is in the sin. He sees the tree, he hears his wife, he tastes the tree, but the only thing that doesn't participate in the sin is the nose. Because reach, like the word ruach, can never ever be touched by the sin. And so what's the idea of Mizbeach HaTorah? To remind you that I'm happy that you're fixing your problems, but we need something else. We also need to make a mission statement. We're sitting in a room with two incredible people. One of the greatest leaders of the Jewish people, Josh Greenwald, sitting in an airport, and I get a text message. He says, I'm working on my mission statement. That's called the Mizbeach, the inside Mizbeach. That I'm working, and it takes time, and it takes effort. But I'm not only about, okay, what is bad in my life, or what went wrong, or what do I have to fix? No, I want to have a mission statement. I want to move forward. I want to know where I want to get to. And then right next to him is sitting a guy who's willing to reveal to the world that one of the biggest things that are going on with Jonah Lasko is that he is not a basketball player. He's a basketball captain. To be a basketball player, you need to play defense, you need to score a point. But to be a captain, you need to create a mission. You need to have a vision. You need to have an idea of where you want to get to. So Mizbeach HaKtoret is out of order because it's saying that there's a second goal. We finished all the Mishkan. That was a very big structure, dealing with how do we deal with the pain of Chet HaEgel. But so many of us get so involved with our children, for example, in everything that's wrong. And it's complicated. The room isn't clean. The house isn't clean. They didn't do this on their test. They didn't do their homework. We get very involved in that. But when's the last time that we went out for coffee with our children? And I think that that's Mizbeach HaKtoret. That sometimes we need to stop fixing the problem and start building a new light. I give us a bracha as we enter into the second parsha of the Mishkan to realize that yes, there are many problems in the world that we need to fix. But sometimes, in order to actually fix the world, we need to build a new mission statement. Shabbat Shalom.